So, how are we all feeling about the new house, Murphy, new home? You ready for it? Yeah, Murphy's ready.
Cooper's like, I'd like some room, please.
We've got stuff everywhere. We've emptied some of the cupboards and some of the cellar bit and all that kind of stuff. So we are now at the motorhome dealers. We've stripped out as much as we can from the cab so we can refit most of them. And we just really need to go and check out the new one.
Well, we drove past it and they were all stood outside with it, so come on.
So this video actually started 2 weeks ago when we actually went looking straight off the Channel Tunnel for our motorhomes.
Yes.
And we came across the dealer, first dealer closest to Channel Tunnel, and we'd been looking at this one for quite some time. It was Geek Phil again who had suggested the dealer and also this particular motorhome.
Yeah.
So we were like, right, okay then, let's have a look at it. Checked it out, everything was fine, so we went straight there. They had one in, which is, you know, a bit of a gamble and all that.
Yeah, but it was the exact one that we'd been looking at still was in, which was always a bonus.
Yeah. And yeah, we kind of had a look round for maybe an hour, had a chat with him, worked out a deal on our van to part exchange. Then he said, well, if you want to go and think about it, there's a pub up the road. So we were at the pub straight away, which was strange because the woman who ran the pub knew all about the dealer sending people there.
It's a racket, I tell you.
Good ploy.
But brilliant food.
Yeah.
And lots of time and a roaring log fire and all the things that are good.
Yeah. And then we came back from there. It's probably spent about another hour looking around the van, something like that. Trying every little bit out. You know, what do all the lockers do? What do all the outside, inside bits do and all that kind of stuff.
I was getting so excited. I was saying to Joan, I'm like, come on, can we go buy that one? Because it theoretically ticked every box.
Yeah.
And in reality,
to check it out really.
Yeah, it is really good, but we just need to. It would still need a couple of little tweaks.
Yeah, like the table. I mean, obviously, it's going to need more solar, more batteries, better battery chargers,
some cushions.
Yeah, cushions and stuff, and probably
some
as soon as it gets to summer, next couple of months, some seat cushions and seat covers, so that the leather doesn't get all sticky and stuff. But look at Cooper, he's so relaxed in here, it's untrue. Hey bud, do you like this one? Yeah. Oh, you're very chilled out, buddy. I think he does like this one.
Yep, I like it too.
Yeah, cool. Let's go and have a chat with him then. And then managed to convince Bandy that was it.
Yep, because I don't like change.
No.
Although it was a much needed change.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So retrospectively looking back at that now, obviously for them we spent 2 weeks going, seeing people, doing things, winding you lot up by not telling you which one it was and showing you very brief
of things.
Glimpses. Yeah. And then we picked it up last Monday, and obviously this coronavirus thing's caused a little bit of issues going along the way, but I think the biggest one has been the fact that I've torn my something cuff.
I think he's damaged his rotator cuff on his right shoulder.
Yeah, so my right shoulder is very painful and I can't move my right arm.
Yeah, and he's got a lovely bruise that's going across here, so it's like he's damaged some tendons or something there, because it's the usual stuff. Can't lift his arm up, everything feels really heavy, he's got no strength in his arm. So we did pop into the local chemist here. All the shops around here, you'll probably hear this a few times in this video, but we're in a very small village, and everyone is being really careful, apart from the older people who tend to not be so much. But all the shops, it's a couple of people at a time. Make sure you keep your distance, no touching anything you don't need. All the real standard stuff that you want to do. We didn't go in anywhere if there were old people already in there. It's just being extra careful, but we had to go to the chemist. So John's got a few little bits, heater pads, we've got some Pernitin gel that I carry everywhere, we're working on it, aren't we? And
then obviously there's the don't do anything, John, you stupid idiot, let your arm rest.
Yeah, I keep saying that an awful lot. I've not done anything, he says, after catching, sucking all the moisture off the windows, turning the chairs round, sorting Cooper's bed out. I've not done anything, and then wonders why his arm's hurting.
Can't sit around and not do anything.
But the thing is, if you do that now, that means that sometime soon we're going to get solar and all these really important things. So
the problem is I've spent 2 weeks getting everything sorted out, so that as soon as we picked up the van, the next day we were supposed to get wheels and tyres, and really annoyed at that company. I'm not going to name them because it's whatever. And then it was agreed, because Daz, the urban motorhome, was having a week off to do his videos and all that other stuff, that he was going on a campsite. So apart from the ginger beer folks, this is what happens when Daz comes around and says, "Shall I bring some cheese with me?"
Well, it's got to be done, isn't it?
There are pot scratchings, that's alright. So
that's my dipping cheese for dipping.
That's for dipping, yeah. And then there's many different types of cheeses.
And some different meats.
Yeah. There's the charcoal cheese.
Oh, some nice.
Can't wait to watch you two try that.
Yeah, I do want to try that. And then we've got all sorts of different stuff. What's
cheese stuffing.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that is. And cheddar crunch.
It kind of looks like salami that's gone off, doesn't it? Because it's like got all the white bits in it.
You're not selling it well. What's it supposed to be? Charcoal.
Charcoal cheese.
And what flavour cheese is it?
Cheddar.
So it's cheddar with
cheddar.
charcoal.
It's, but it's something like I've never tasted before.
Oh, that's weird. And good and weird.
Is that not the creamiest cheese ever?
No.
Well, that's a good thumbnail.
Right, John, what have you got in your hand, my dear?
It smells like cheese, doesn't it?
That's because it's cheese.
I know it's black. It's black and it looks like it's mouldy.
See that tentative bite?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's really cheesy.
Really creamy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like nothing. I mean, like I say, the look is awful, but it is something.
I'm waiting for charcoal though.
There's nothing.
No.
No.
It just tastes like dark after a while.
It tastes like dark. How's your cheese? Dark.
Like my soul.
Apparently we're on the dark side now.
Are we? Well, because you're in a moho.
Yeah, we're in the Moho Club.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you are in the Moho Club, it's Moho Bros before Moho Hos.
And at Christmas, it's Moho Ho Ho Hos.
Motorhomes for the win.
No.
How good is that cheese?
Oh, it's really epic.
The fact that he's eating another bite is a good thing, isn't it?
And I gotta say, it's by this company. Them two cheeses is by this company, and I said I'd give them a shout out.
Well, there we go.
I mean, they are producing some serious cheese.
Yes.
We've had a few of them tonight now. Yeah. And they are epic. Very creamy. Extremely tasty. And he's recently joined the Caravan and Motorhome Club because he wants to try out the CLs. So he said, because we don't know the van, it's got a 100-watt solar panel, a naff little solar charge controller, and 2 little 90-amp batteries that we don't know the history of or anything.
No.
So we thought, we'll get all our stuff in the van, we'll go to this campsite and then spend 3 days at the campsite, and I'll work on the van.
Yeah, John can do all the gadgetry, get the USB sockets where we need them,
batteries, solar,
sorted,
charge
all
controllers.
All the really important things, while I unpack and find places for the food and put our clothes away and all those other things. So
and none of that's happened.
No, it's not. Well, I've put clothes away.
Well, yeah.
I've sorted out all the little cupboards, and we've got a place for all the food and stuff. So at least living in the van, actually eating and getting dressed and all that kind of stuff, that's all sorted. But we're just going to have to be a bit more careful with power.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
We've had one night of wild camping, like pub stuff over, and it's got a very weird analog dial that shows you the voltage for the battery.
Press a button and the little needle goes ding,
Yeah.
ding.
And it was the same when we went to bed as it was when we woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but we have been using power banks to charge our phones. We've had the fridge has been on gas anyway, so that's been all right. The heating was on, so a little bit of power for the motor.
And lights in the night and whatever.
Not a great deal. So
we need to do a lot of swapping of LED bulbs as well, because there's a 75-25 split really, isn't there, of LEDs and not LEDs in here, so that'll help a little bit once we get them sorted.
It's easier than moving house.
No, it's not.
But it is. Because I mean, when do you get to move house and your house is right next door? You've literally got about 5 steps to your new house. What? Is it all comfy already? So this is why we did this. Because look at that little comfy chap right there. He's absolutely fast above us. And he's so loving it, isn't he? He's been on the bed already.
I don't care about how much of a faff this is, just seeing his little face.
So
Call
comfy.
me a walkover for that dog.
One thing that we have actually worked out straight away is they could store an awful lot of stuff underneath that bed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been quite surprised. Everything we've pulled out of the rear of the van has gone in the garage of the new van. Fair enough, I've only kind of like maybe half level filled it. And we've also put a bit of the stuff out of here as well in there for now, just for bits of storage and that. But
we need to get some more boxes, with everything in here being small storage.
Yeah, we need to squirrel away.
Boxes and baskets, because we just can put things in they don't move, whereas in there everything's bigger.
Yeah.
So we have to get some better packing solutions.
So the van that we bought, drum roll please, because I've only got one arm. Thank you. Is a Bursner. Nexo T690G Sovereign. Yeah. That makes sense in any way, shape or form.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Wonderfully.
It's real catchy. And the layout is pretty much almost perfect. There's 2 things we've compromised on, but we can sort one of them out. There's a compromise on the toilet. We'll do a full van tour within the next couple of weeks, obviously, given my shoulder and everything else we need to do and whatever's going on with this coronavirus thing. So we'll do a full van tour as soon as we can get round to it, and you can see more about it. But for now, obviously, you've seen a bit of B-roll as I've been talking about the van, so you've seen a little bit about it anyway. But the main thing that was the second bit of a compromise, which is just a pain in the bum actually, is the cooker, isn't it? It's like...
The oven.
Yeah, it's a glorified toaster. So a bit of a bad design on this very, very, very tiny oven.
Very tiny oven.
I mean, we can change the oven if you look at the size that's taken up.
Yeah, with all of that.
Yeah, I think a Thetford oven will fit in there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
If anyone knows...
See, look, that's how much room a glove takes up in it.
Yeah.
That's how big it is.
If anyone knows if we can remove that and put a standard Thetford grill oven in there, please let us know. Yeah. So there's Dave One Man in His Whippet recently did a video about if you're building your camper van, go to a place that sells everything. I think it was up near Grimsby, and they did all that kind of stuff, so we're just going to head there. Yeah,
if they're still open.
Yeah,
we'll
hopefully they are.
Find somewhere out of the way anyway.
Yeah, we've got to go and hide. But yeah, we'll probably go there and see if we can get an oven that fits. But other than that, van's great layout. It's got the usual rattles and squeaks and stuff like that.
We're working through those as we're tootling along. So that's good stuff. And we keep finding very cool little things.
Oh yeah.
Like loads of things, attention to detail that has been blowing us away.
Yeah.
With really cool stuff.
And we'll go over that in much more detail on the van tour. But for now, we just wanted to give you a video. So that there was no kind of like, oh my god, what's happening with the new van or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's not been the best of week, and I must apologise, it's probably not going to be the best of videos. I'm editing and doing everything with my left hand.
Yeah, he was going to ask me to do it, and oh boy did I laugh.
Yeah.
When do you edit this?
So we'll see what my left hand does as a video editor on its own.
Yeah, and I'll carry on unpacking.
Yeah. Like I say, as soon as we get back to normal, then we'll do a proper van tour. And yeah, give you an idea of why we chose it and explain a bit more about what we like about it. And from then talk about all the upgrades that we're going to do in it as well, which is just going to make it far more us for being off-grid and all the power we need and just the tweaks, the nice stuff as well.
Yep, definitely. And if you guess correctly, give yourselves a little pat on the back.
Yeah, I think
Good
over the
sleuthing.
last 2 weeks, there's been about 6 of you. Of those 6, 2 got it absolutely spot on.
Yeah, even down to the sovereign
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
And the rest of you were extremely close, so yeah, well done.
Yeah.
And sorry you had to look up my nose on
Yeah.
the Van Tech Tuesday video,
All
but I
the
really
hiding.
wanted to hide, as much as I could out of the van, but a few people got it from that as well. So that's
You
great.
can see my Nespresso machine.
Oh yeah.
It's got a shelf.
So I hope you're all healthy and safe, and everything's kind of like working out all right for you.
Yeah.
We're healthy apart from a dodgy arm, and like I say, we're currently on a campsite. We are heading towards parents in North Wales and then daughter in Derbyshire.
We're not going to go and see
No.
inside parents. We've got to pick up some stuff and drop them off some shopping.
Yeah,
at the
despite my
door.
mum crying on the phone saying, "What do you mean you're not going to come in and see me?"
I think the
But,
problem
yeah.
is with your parents and mine is that they don't think they're old.
No, they think
They're
they're
not old in
invincible.
their head. They're bulletproof, and I don't want to test that out.
Yeah.
So
we're going to do that, and apparently 2 things obviously we've found is a couple of CL sites with a club, Caravan Motorhome Club. So we're going to try those out. But didn't we see on the news today about the National Trust?
yeah, National Trust are opening all of their sites to give people free access to open spaces when this
Coronavirus.
what they're social distancing.
Yeah,
sorry.
social distancing.
And social distancing,
Whatever,
so there is
lockdown.
lots of open space, so you don't have to be near people, but to get out and about, which is a lovely thing for them to do. So
Yeah, and I've seen that as free reign for wild camping in their car parks.
yeah, wild camping in the car parks and lots of dog walking
Yeah.
space because Coop does like his walks. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So normal service on the videos will resume. Our vlogs may be slightly different because it depends on how much we can move around, because we've got to do it responsibly and make sure we do distance ourselves from other people, don't we? And
Yeah, so we will be moving as much as we can to try and get ourselves out of the way, but yeah, we're not playing around with anything.
No, be serious about this thing and do whatever we need to do to make sure that we're fit and healthy and that we don't obviously
Affect anybody
affect
else.
anybody else or anything like
Definitely.
that. But yeah, I just need to my shoulder to sort itself out, and then I can get the updates done on the van and you can see what those are planned. It's not anything that you've not seen me do on the other van. In fact, it's pretty much the same. I've just gone upgraded over it. So it's a 60 amp B2B, a 60 amp solar controller, just under 500 watts of solar, same inverter, but I'm gone for an auto switch over for the internal
Oh yeah,
230
you told me that,
sockets.
didn't you? That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. That bit.
So we go and hook up, it'll just switch everything over to hook up. If we pull the hookup cable out, it'll switch everything over to the inverter. Usual thing like a BMV. I am not, despite a lot of people saying it, I'm not going down the route of lithium. I'm going to stick with AGMs. Like I said, I've got some naff little 90s in there at the moment, so I'll probably
Lead
change
acid
them.
as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just struggling with getting hold of them right now, because they are obviously, well, everyone's wants to be off grid and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
solar panels
they
and
might be
batteries
made
and
in
stuff.
China.
So thanks for watching the video. I'm sorry it's not quite a normal video. It's probably quite short as well because of the editing.
Yeah.
It'll be very basic editing, so I do apologise about that. I hope you understand. And I hope that we've kind of covered enough of your desires to see what sort of van that we bought and why. Like I say, in next week's video we'll probably go over why we bought this van, why the layout works for us, and cover those aspects. And then hopefully the more that I'm a bit more mobile and everything, we'll do a van tour.
Yep.
So for now, take care of yourselves.
Yeah, everyone be safe.
Yeah, be safe and look after everyone. Hopefully your families and everyone's are going to be fit and healthy, and all this thing will blow over soon enough and we can get back to a bit of normality.
Yep.
So you take care and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.